Hi, everyone, and welcome back to our podcast. I am Sam. I will be your host today. And our guest is Rosa.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be back.
Rosa will help us again with shadowing, but this time with a fantastic story.
I hope our listeners will love it. Shadowing is such a great technique to practice English pronunciation and speaking flow. Remember, shadowing is simple. You listen to someone speaking English, and you try to repeat exactly what they say and how they say it, like you are their shadow.
So, Rosa, what do you have for today's video?
We have a great story for you to practice. It's about a man trying to convince a father to buy one of his children's iPhones.
After the story, you'll listen to some sentences from the story so that you can do shadowing. We'll pause after every sentence for you to do shadowing. Let's start, Rosa.
A desperate promise in the parking lot. An old man was on the phone, arguing with an Apple representative. "But can't you call one of the other stores?" he pleaded with the worker. "Maybe the Tampa Mall or somewhere else, huh? Can't you just see if they have it?" The worker calmly explained,
"I believe you had to pre-order it, sir."
"No, I didn't pre-order it," the old man answered.
"You can try to order it online. You can use our app, sir."
"No, I can't order it online. I need it today," he insisted. His voice became more emotional as he explained. "Look, my grandson is graduating from high school at 3 o'clock today. I am a man of my word, and I told him he was going to get an iPhone 16 today," as he replied. And then suddenly, he saw a father and his two happy children. The children were holding two brand new iPhone 16 boxes. The father smiled warmly at his children. "Are you guys happy that you finally got your new iPhones today?" he asked. "Yes, Dad. Yes, Daddy." The children cheered with pure joy. "Now remember the agreement we made," the father began in a serious tone. "You guys, we'll do your homework assignments." At this time, the old man was watching them, and suddenly, a slow smile revealed the old man's face. His mood changed from frustration to determination. "Hey, wait a minute. Never mind. I think I found a solution to my problem," he said suddenly, the guy on the phone. He hung up the phone without another word. He walked over to the family, putting on a friendly face. Hey, excuse me," he said with a big smile. "Hello, how are you today?" I'm doing fine," the father replied cautiously. "How are you doing?" "I'm doing great," the old man said, his eyes fixed on the new phones. "Hey, I noticed your kids have new iPhones." "Yeah, we just picked them up," the father explained. "They sold out right after us." "Wonderful," the old man said. "Do they happen to be iPhone 16? When the father nodded, the old man's plan went into motion. "Now look," he started, his voice suddenly sounding very serious. "This may sound strange, but my grandson is graduating from high school today, and I promised him an iPhone 16. Is there any way I can buy one of your phones from you?" The father looked surprised. "I'm sorry. I wish that I could help you," he said sincerely. "But they've been waiting for these phones for a while now, so I can't." Yeah, I understand," the old man said quickly, not giving up. "But I only need to buy one." He then made an offer, his voice rising with hope. "Hey, I will give you $100 more than what you paid for it." "Sorry, but I'm not interested," the father replied firmly. "There's nothing I can do." The old man's face fell. But, can't you just buy your kids an iPhone 15? he asked, almost begging now. I mean, would they really even care? He then turned to the kids and asked in a silly voice, "Hey kids, do you even know the difference between the iPhone 15 and 16? You don't care what kind you have, do you?" One of the little girls looked up at her father with worried eyes. "Daddy," she whispered. "Yes, baby," the father answered gently. "Are you going to take away my phone?" she asked, her voice trembling. "No, I'm not going to take your phones away," the father reassured her softly. He then told his children, "Hey, how about this? Why don't you guys hop in the car and wait for me? I'll be there in a little bit, okay?" Once the kids were gone, the old man doubled his offer. "Okay, look, I'll give you $200 more than what you paid for it," he said desperately. But the father shook his head one last time. "I can't," he said firmly. "I promised my kids. Sorry, I need to go." As the father turned to leave, the old man's desperation turned into ugly anger. "You people couldn't keep a promise," he shouted at the father's back. The father stopped and turned around in surprise. "Excuse me?" he asked. "You heard me," the old man replied. "We're done here," the father said coldly and walked to his car. "Hey, look! I am warning you!" the old man yelled as he followed him. "This is your last chance." "And what are you going to do, huh?" the father replied coldly. He tried to ignore the man and got in the car and told his children, "Put your seatbelts on, okay?" Suddenly, as the car began to move forward slowly, the old man threw himself on the ground. "Ah!" he screamed in fake pain. "You hit me and you broke my leg." "No, I didn't. I saw you and I stopped my car before it even touched you," the father yelled back, hitting the brakes. "Well, I'm going to need to call an ambulance," the old man groaned from the pavement. He then tried to blackmail him. "Look, I won't call the ambulance and I won't sue you if you just sell me one of your damn iPhones." The father laughed, but it was a laugh of disbelief, not humor. "You are so pathetic. You think I'm going to fall for this crap? Don't you make me call the police?" he said, shaking his head. "Fine, call them," the old man challenged. "This is your last chance. Who do you think they're going to believe? It's going to be my word against yours." He then pulled out his own phone and pretended to be in great pain. "Yeah, 911, he said into the phone. "I want to report an accident. I got hit by a car. I think I broke my leg. Please hurry." "Wow," the father said calmly as the man finished his fake call. "First, you lied to me. Now, you're lying to the police. And who do you think they're going to believe?" The old man sneered. "You or me?" "Ha ha ha." The father started laughing loudly. "Let me show you something," he said with a giant grin. "Something that clearly shows my car did not hit you." And then he pointed to the large screen in his car, which was playing a video from the front camera of the car. The old man stared at the screen, his face turning pale with shock. "Where did you get this?" he whispered. "From the camera on my car," the father said with satisfaction. The old man jumped to his feet. He was completely okay. "All right, all right, all right," he said, waving his hands in panic. "Hold your horses. Look, why don't we just sweep this under the rug and pretend it never happened, huh?" "But it did happen," the father said, pulling out his own phone to record the man. And I have the evidence. The old man saw the phone's camera pointed at him. What do you want? What are you doing? He cried. Father said, I have your car's license plate number too. Now I have you on video. Say cheese. Wow, looks like your leg seems a lot better all of a sudden, the father added. The old man suddenly started running away. Hey, where are you going? Tell your grandson we said congratulations. He then got back in his car and smiled at his children. Hey kids, why don't we stop somewhere and get some ice cream? Yay! Yay! The children shouted with joy. Okay, but first, we have to stop by the police station and file a report, the father said.
Wow, another fantastic story, Rosa.
I hope our followers like it too.
I'm sure they'll like it. Okay, now time to do shadowing. Rosa will read aloud some sentences from the story, so you can do shadowing.
Remember, shadowing is simple. Try to repeat exactly what I say and how I say it, like you are my shadow. Let's start. No, I can't order it online. I need it today. Look, my grandson is graduating from high school at 3 o'clock today. I am a man of my word, and I told him he was going to get an iPhone 16 today. Never mind. I think I found a solution to my problem. Excuse me. Hello, how are you today? We just picked them up. They sold out right after us. Now look, this may sound strange, but my grandson is graduating from high school today, and I promised him an iPhone 16. Is there any way I can buy one of your phones from you? They've been waiting for these phones for a while now, so I can't. Hey, I will give you $100 more than what you paid for it. Hey kids, do you even know the difference between the iPhone 15 and 16? You don't care what kind you have, do you? Daddy, are you going to take away my phone? Hey, how about this? Why don't you guys hop in the car and wait for me? I'll be there in a little bit, okay? Okay, look, I'll give you $200 more than what you paid for it. Excuse me? And what are you going to do, huh? You hit me and you broke my leg. And I stopped my car before it even touched you. Look, I won't call the ambulance and I won't sue you. If you just sell me one of your damn iPhones. You are so pathetic. You think I'm going to fall for this crap? Fine, call them. This is your last chance. Who do you think they're going to believe? It's going to be my word against yours. First, You lied to me. Now you're lying to the police. Let me show you something. Something that clearly shows my car did not hit you. From the camera on my car. All right, hold your horses. Look, why don't we just sweep this under the rug and pretend it never happened, huh? Now I have you on video. Say cheese. Wow, looks like your leg seems a lot better all of a sudden. Hey, where are you going? Tell your grandson we said congratulations. Hey kids, why don't we stop somewhere and get some ice cream? We have to stop by the police station and file a report.
I like this story a lot, Eric. No father would sell his children's iPhones in this situation.
I totally agree, Lisa. I wouldn't do it.
Me either. Okay, well, let's start with what the words are today, Eric.
The first word today is to graduate. Then we will continue with hop in and to blackmail. Then sell out. And the final one is hold your horses.
Let's start with the first word.
The first word is graduate.
Graduate. I think I know this one. It's about finishing school, right?
Exactly. When you finish your studies at a high school, college, or university, you graduate.
So it's a verb? An action?
Yes, it is. For example, my brother will graduate next year.
Oh, nice. And I can say, I want to graduate and get a good job.
Perfect example. It's a very common goal for students. Here's another one. She worked hard to graduate with honors.
That sounds great. Is there any special grammar I should know? Like a preposition that comes after it?
Good question. Yes, we often use the preposition from after graduate. You graduate from a place.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. He graduated from Oxford University. Or, what year did you graduate from high school?
I see. So I wouldn't say I graduated in the university. I should say I graduated from the university.
That's it. You've got it.
Now let's move on to our next word.
Next word is hop in.
Hop in.
Hop in means to get into a car or another small vehicle, usually quickly or in a friendly way.
So it's like saying, get in the car, but more casual?
That's right. It sounds friendly and informal. For example, you might say, hey, hop in. I'll give you a ride.
Oh, that's cool. So it's not something you say when getting on a bus or a train?
Usually not. We say hop in for small vehicles like cars or taxis. For buses or trains, we say get on.
Got it. Can I say, she hopped in the taxi and left?
Perfect example. You can also say, he opened the door and told me to hop in.
It sounds very natural and friendly.
Yeah, it makes the moment feel fast and easy. It's more relaxed than just saying get in.
Is it used only in the present form? Hop in?
No, you can change the tense too. For example, they're hopping in now, or we hopped in and drove away.
So it's a regular verb. Hop, hopped, hopped.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, well, I think now our followers understand the phrase hop in better. Let's move on to the next word.
The next word is blackmail.
Blackmail. That sounds very serious.
It is a serious word. To blackmail someone means to demand money or something else from them by threatening to tell a secret.
Oh, wow. So you know a secret about someone and you say, give me money or I will tell everyone your secret.
Exactly. That action is called blackmail. For example, the criminal tried to blackmail the politician for $10,000.
That's terrible. Can it be used as a noun too?
Yes, it can. You can say, the politician was a victim of blackmail. In this sentence, blackmail is the name of the crime.
I see. So it's a verb and a noun. As a verb, is there any special grammar? A preposition, maybe?
Good question. No, you just blackmail someone. You don't need a preposition after it. For example, he tried to blackmail his boss, not blackmail to his boss.
And it's not followed by another verb?
No, it's usually followed by the person you are blackmailing. For example, she was scared they would blackmail her.
It's a very negative word, but it's good to understand it.
It is. You will probably see it in movies or read about it in the news.
Okay, well, we've explained the word blackmail pretty well. Now let's move on to our next phrase.
The next word is sell out.
Sell out.
When something sells out, it means that all of it has been sold and there is nothing left.
Like for tickets to a concert?
Exactly. That's a perfect example. You could say, the tickets for the Taylor Swift concert will sell out in minutes.
So that means no tickets are left. I can also say, the tickets are sold out. Right?
Yes, and that's a very common way to use it. The past participle is sold. For example, we can't go to the movie tonight because it's sold out.
Can you give me another example?
Of course. I wanted to buy that popular new video game, but it's sold out on the first day.
So it's a phrasal verb. Is there any other grammar I should know?
There isn't any preposition we should use, but we often use it passively, like the bread is sold out, or the shoes were sold out.
So it's not followed by another verb. The focus is on the item that is no longer available.
That's the main idea. It tells you that you can't buy it anymore.
Okay, well, that's it for the word sell out. So we have reached the last word. What is the last word, Eric?
The last word is hold your horses.
Hold your horses. Hold my horses? But I don't have any horses.
Exactly. It's an idiom. It has nothing to do with real horses. It just means wait a moment or be patient.
Oh, so if someone is being too quick or excited, I can say, hold your horses?
You've got it. For example, if your friend says, let's go, we're going to be late, you can say, hold your horses, I just need to put on my shoes.
I like that. It's a funny way to tell someone to slow down. Can you give me another example?
Sure. Imagine your kids want to open their presents before their birthday party starts. You can say, hold your horses, everyone. We'll open presents after we eat cake.
I like that. So, if someone is talking too fast or making a quick decision, I can say, hold your horses.
Exactly. Here's an example. Hold your horses. We haven't finished packing yet.
Or, hold your horses, I'm still getting ready. Right?
Perfect. It sounds friendly, but also gives a little warning, like, be patient.
That's a great example. So, grammatically, is it a command?
Yes, you can think of it as a friendly command or a piece of advice. It's a set phrase, so you don't change the words.
Okay, got it. Okay, well, that's it for today's episode.